Hello everybody and welcome back. We're going to continue on taking a look at the year 2000 Gauss paper aimed at grade 7 students, not the grade 8 Gauss. And we're up to question number 20, so it's just before part C with all the really hard questions. So let's take a look at question number 20. It's a bit of a word problem. A dishonest butcher priced his meat so that meat was advertised at $3.79 per kilogram, but was actually sold for $4 per kilogram. That is dishonest indeed. He sold 1,800 kilograms of meat before being caught and fined, so yay, the system works. He was fined $500. By how much was he ahead or behind where he would have been had he not cheated? Okay. So they're asking us to compare two things. First of all, if he had just sold 1,800 kilograms of meat at this price, we figure that out, figure out the honest price, and compare that to the dishonest price that he had earned, the dishonest amount of money that he had earned, subtracted off this fine. Okay, so we'll have a couple calculations to do, and I think we'll need ourselves a brand new piece of paper. So we're going to figure out the honest amount of money that he would have made, and then we're going to figure out the dishonest amount of money he would have made with that $4 per kilogram. And then we're going to remember we have to subtract off the fine before we can compare them. So the honest revenue, that's how much money he would have made had he just sold 1,800 kilograms at $3.79 per kilogram. So when we perform this calculation, our kilograms cancel each other out. We'll just be left with dollars as our units. And we pop out the calculator, 1,800 times 3.79, and that's 6,822. So that's how much money he would have made. Okay. So the dishonest revenue is if he had sold, is exactly what happened. So he sold 1,800 kilograms worth of meat, but at $4 per kilogram. So he was lying. So once again, if we want the dishonest revenue, we cancel out the kilograms. We're left with dollars as our only unit. $4 times 1,800. So 1,800 times 4.00. And we get 7,200. Okay. And then we have to subtract off the fine. So he was fined $500. So after going the dishonest route, he only had $6,700 left. So it turned out that he was going to be behind So he's $122 behind. When we look at our answers, now we have to think about it. We have to think about the wording because there's $122 lost or $122 gained. So we have to be very careful about the way we set up the equation. he would have had this amount of money. Instead, he made this amount of money. So he lost, compared to what he would have done if he had been honest, he lost $122. Okay? And I believe that was B, but we'll just double check that. Yeah, a $122 loss. Okay, and that's good because he was dishonest. He shouldn't be making more money by being dishonest, which sadly is something that happens every once in a while when you see large companies get fined. It doesn't actually hurt them. So, but this butcher, he would have made $122 more if he had just been honest and sold the meat and then didn't get fined. All right, so it's nice little lesson there. And that concludes part B. And we're going to be moving on to part C, where the questions are worth 8 marks each. But we'll take a look at the next question in the next video. So hopefully you'll join me for that.